Next week, the presidents of Colombia and Venezuela meet face-to-face. The goal, to settle a month-long border dispute that forced thousands of Colombians to flee Venezuela. Many of them now living in temporary government shelters since their native homeland was no longer home. CCTV's Michelle Begay reports.
The images on the TV screen project the latest on Colombia's border crisis with Venezuela. But the men and women watching the news here have lived it firsthand. These are some of the thousands of Colombians who have left Venezuela. Since the forced deportation of 1,400 Colombians, officials say another 17,000 have fled back to their country voluntarily. Many come to shelters like this one, looking for the basics: food, clothing, and safety. Colombia's National Disaster Response Unit is coordinating 23 shelters in Cúcuta. It has been 3 weeks since they were first set up with tents and mattresses. Some children have begun to attend classes, while the youngest spend their days playing with new neighbors. The parents tell us they have applied for rent subsidies offered by the Colombian government.
Right now, we're going to receive help in the form of 3 months' rent. That's true, but after those 3 months, we're going to have many struggles. I don't want to criticize my nation, Colombia, but even with 50 cents, I can't purchase a lot of bread.
The issue of work is a concern for many in the shelters. The mayor of Cúcuta tells us the city has been able to deal with the influx of citizens so far, but that the ultimate solution for these people lies outside his jurisdiction.
If we can relocate some 11,000 to some of the other special needs housing in other municipalities and cities of Colombia, it will be easier to find work, because we simply don't have the capacity to create that many more jobs.
6 months pregnant, Luz Ángela Caicedo slept on the street the first night her family was kicked out of Venezuela, leaving the home she had built 6 years ago.
I don't know where to turn. I feel awful just thinking about the fact that we have been left on the street without a future. I don't know where to go. I can only wait for the government to tell me where I should relocate with my children.
Colombian officials say they are doing their best to embrace fellow citizens like Luz Ángela. But the real challenge is long-term, as the thousands here look to plot out a future that is anything but clear today. Michelle Begay, CCTV, Cúcuta, Colombia.